temperatures are up and down over the next few days. Milder air by the weekend, but a little chillier for a time today. And overnight, too, temperatures will be falling. We've got a batch of rain for the north and the west first thing. Miserable conditions to start the new day. Strong gusty winds for all but the southeast initially. Gusts topping around 30 to 35 miles an hour around the coast and the hills. And behind this, clearer but colder air working its way in as the morning goes on. We'll see the rain will eventually reach many parts of England and Wales. A drenching here with the blustery winds. The winds will tend to pick up for a time, and then the rain will work its way into the near continent through the latter stages of the afternoon. So it will dry up through many central and eastern zones, better than recent days through much of the southeast with the brighter skies. But for the north and the west, it stays windy and wet. Frequent blustery showers and cold enough for some sleet and snow across the higher ground. Temperatures falling throughout the day. We could see it become very chilly overnight with some frost and some ice returning. A very good afternoon to you. Well, cloudy skies for many of us this afternoon after a beautiful bright start across the southeast and southern counties. The grey sky just a little more widespread in the next few hours, but we have got some breaks to the likes of the West Country, Wales and the West Midlands. On the other hand, solid substantial rain through much of central southern Scotland, northern England and fringes of Northern Ireland. And a few hours of steady heavy rain to come here. Connected to this, some showers into mainland Scotland through the Pennines, into parts of the Midlands, East Anglia and down to the West Country. Elsewhere, some lovely spells of sunshine here and there. We could see highs of 24, 25 degrees in that July sunshine this afternoon. And if anything, the cloud melts away this evening to leave late and low sunshine before dusk for the lucky ones. Tonight, while that rain eventually eases into just dribs and drabs across northern counties, for the rest of us, well, a dry, quiet night. Temperatures not slipping much below 19 or 20 degrees. A close, warm, stuffy night across the south.
In the denim, the Dolly Parton denim.
It is a bit Dolly Parton. I'm a bit worried that it does shrink in the rain, I think. Denim, which it wasn't the bravest
Better
move
not go
with the
out
weather
today then, Luce.
I think we should pop out at once and just,
just test it out.
Just test it
Thanks
out, yeah.
for that, Richard. Hello to you. A very good afternoon. Well, mostly dry, if disappointingly grey out there for many of us today. This is the earlier satellite picture. Much of the cloud concentrated through the bulk of England and Wales. As for the opposite end of the country, here too a good deal of cloud. That speckled cloud across the North Atlantic, representing some hefty downpours through Scotland as the afternoon wears on. Sandwiched in between, well, some stunning sunshine across much of southern Scotland, northern England and North Wales. Here feeling a little better, highs of 13 or 14 through the afternoon. For the rest of us, a cooler, fresher day ahead with the cloud and the breeze. And after a soggy start to the day, just a few showery outbreaks moving through the southeast, where the clouds thick enough. And those blustery showers and longer downpours continue through fringes of Northern Ireland and the bulk of Scotland. Here, strong to gale force winds around the coastlines. For the rest of us, a touch calmer. And tonight, as temperatures slide, turning increasingly chilly in sheltered spots. I'll see you again soon. Have a good day. A very good afternoon to you. Well, it's set to be a blustery start to the week out there. The colder air finally giving way. Temperatures spring up a few degrees as the week wears on, a little milder, but in the meantime we keep the chilly air. The compensation will be drier, brighter conditions, some lovely low winter sunshine on the cards today. A little more in the way of cloud cover for many northern spots, brought in on a keen easterly breeze. Here disappointingly grey through parts of Scotland, northern England, feeling quite chilly here, particularly where we've got the lying snow. To the south and the west, temperatures up a few degrees, double figures, but really quite blustery across the south and the west. The strongest winds around the coastlines, and here feeling so much chillier where we've got those exposed blustery winds. Where we've got the sunshine, we're feeling just a touch better, but those temperatures stay very much on the shy side. And tonight, well, a patchy frost expected. The lowest temperatures likely where we've got the clearer skies and the lying snow, close to freezing here, but the blustery winds preventing a harsh, widespread frost forming this time. See you soon. A very good afternoon to you. Well, a split setup for us today, as you can see on the earlier satellite and radar picture. Beautifully bright across much of central and eastern England, much more in the way of cloud cover to the north and the west. Here, disappointingly grey skies, some dribs and drabs of drizzly rain, and with a southerly airstream, well, nowhere near as cold as it could be. Here, staying a little chilly with the lack of sunshine. But for central and eastern spots, a very different setup. After a freezing, frosty start with temperatures as low as -5, the mist and fog has given way to much more in the way of sparkly winter sunshine. Here, barely above freezing and bitterly cold, but it will stay clear and crisp. And an early frost again tonight as temperatures tumble under the clear, starry skies. Here, once more, mist and freezing fog simply redeveloping, as low as -3 for some of us, as the night develops. Across the north and the west, generally the frost kept at bay. Here temperatures up a notch as that southerly airstream keeps things just a touch milder. See you soon. Hello to you again, a very good afternoon. Well, little let up with the cold air with us for the time being. Grey leaden skies, but mostly dry, if a little gloomy with that misty low cloud all day, and the frost and the fog set to return again tonight. This is the earlier satellite picture. As you can see, a good deal of cloud, no easy way to say it. Brighter skies will mean things a little more cheerful across the western side of Britain. Here's some stunning sunshine through parts of western Scotland, parts of western England, the West Country and Wales. Elsewhere, thick, low, misty cloud. The early fog slow to shift in some locations, keeping it disappointingly grey and gloomy. Some patchy rain and drizzle on and off through the southeast. As for the rest of us, mostly dry, if very chilly. A cold feel particularly through parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. And the mist, the low cloud and the fog simply redeveloping early on this evening, thickening up and becoming widespread overnight. And as temperatures fall close to and just below freezing, a patchy frost to accompany that fog. See you soon. Good afternoon to you. Well, after interesting and unusual weather conditions for us yesterday, it's back to business as usual today. We've got banks of cloud across northern and southern counties. In between, we've got this sandwich of sunshine across East Anglia, the Midlands and parts of Wales, where we've got the sheltered sunnier spots. We're feeling quite nice out there. We've got highs of maybe 17 or 18 degrees. Not quite as warm as it has been, but not bad at all given the time of year. The remnants of Storm Ophelia now pulling away through northeastern Scotland onto southern Scandinavia in the coming few hours. It stays very blustery with gusty winds across parts of Scotland and the northeast. Taking the edge from the temperatures here with the cloud, the patchy rain, feeling so much cooler than it has done of late. For the rest of us, well, a touch milder, and we've got thickening cloud across these southern spots, bringing some rain as the day draws to a close. And here temperatures will be capped overnight. Stays very much on the mild side. Further north, a little chillier as it becomes clearer and calmer. A very good morning to you. I think Eamon says that to all the weather girls. But as we slip our way into autumn, we're on the final cusp of August. September around the corner. It looks like the weather is certainly trying to make its mind up. Today we've got a mixture of sunshine and scattered showers, that classic combination. Some of those showers could turn out to be lively enough to give rumbles of thunder, but temperatures up a notch on what we saw yesterday for some of us. A clear, if something of a cool start into the new day with the clearer skies. Those temperatures a little on the low side, and we've already got those downpours getting going across those western counties. Rumbles of thunder already reported through the likes of Lancashire and Merseyside, and those downpours becoming widespread, rolling their way from west to east as we head through the course of the day, moving at quite a slow pace, so they could well be prolonged, and as I mentioned, punchy enough to give rumbles of thunder here and there as well. So I think you'll be brave to leave home without your brolly. But in between these downpours, spells of lovely late August sunshine. Temperatures up a notch on yesterday for some of us. We could see highs of 21 or 22 degrees. Enjoy these. Hello to you again. A very good afternoon. Well, statistically, August is our wettest month of the summer. Can you believe? Well, warm air can hold more moisture. So no surprise there, but the warmth has been a little on the shy side in recent weeks. Those temperatures have been a little disappointing for the time of year, but we are in for drier conditions today compared to yesterday. For many of us, a fine day ahead, but we have got scattered showers rolling their way through parts of Scotland, northern England, notably parts of Cumbria, Northern Ireland, down to Wales. And here, as you can see on the earlier satellite pictures, some of them could turn out to be heavy, potentially thundery. They'll roll their way from west to east in a light breeze, so they will be slow moving from time to time. Elsewhere, after beautiful bright blue skies, a little more cloud cover as we head through the afternoon. But where we keep spells of strong August sunshine, temperatures lifted a few degrees. Like yesterday, we could see highs of 24 or 25 degrees. And if anything, a little better later. Some late and low sunshine before dusk as the showers and the cloud move away. See you soon. Wonderfully sunny once more today, feeling pleasantly warm out there, but hefty showers developing in the next 24 hours. These hit and miss, but heavy enough to produce rumbles of thunder. And as we head through this long weekend, turning so much colder as temperatures slide. A shock to the system for some of us. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture near unbroken blue skies, crisp, clear conditions as we head through the afternoon through the bulk of Britain. Just a little more in the way of action further west. Here more cloud cover, showers and longer downpours will be hit and miss, but rumbles of thunder can't be ruled out. A little mist and murk just tickling fringes of the far southwest of Cornwall there. Otherwise, in that springtime sunshine, feeling pleasantly warm. Highs of 22 or 23 degrees. And with the days so stretched out this time of year, a lovely light evening ahead for Clatford carers. Just a few rogue showers gradually fading from the west and a quiet night on the cards. Nowhere near as cold as recent nights, but a little misty low cloud and murk set to develop further west. See you soon.
Thanks, Kate. Well, it's going to be another fine and dry day. Yesterday, can you believe it? We got to highs of 19 degrees. Remarkable for this time of year. Today, just a little more in the way of cloud around, but staying dry, and there will be some sunshine for most. Get the full forecast and what it's doing with you in about half an hour. Hello again, good morning to you. Well, the warmest spell of the year so far this week. We saw highs of 19 degrees yesterday, but it's all change over the next few days, as our weather is always changing, as you'd expect. Cold air marching its way in from the north and temperatures falling a fair few degrees by Friday and into the weekend as well. This morning, a slow start for some of us. It will be cold enough for a touch of frost in some rural locations, as well as some early mist. Some pockets of fog through the south and the southeast, particularly through the Thames Valley, parts of the Midlands, across the home counties. Here's some poor visibility initially, and there will be some grey, gloomy conditions for a time in many northwestern and southeastern areas. Generally speaking, though, plenty of brighter skies, some sunshine, albeit a little hazy first thing, and then into the afternoon we will see a lot of the mist, the murk lift and break. I think we'll see more cloud around compared to yesterday. Generally speaking, not wall-to-wall blue skies, but there will be pleasant amounts of springtime sunshine, and temperatures will stay above average for the time of year. The thicker cloud will be the glitch across northern Scotland, and here maybe a few spots of drizzle. Otherwise, a fine, dry day. Just a little more mist and low cloud maybe lurking its way around those southern coastal counties through the afternoon. Temperature-wise, it's looking good again. Highs of 17, possibly 18 degrees in any decent sunshine through England and Wales. Those temperatures well above the norm for the time of year. And for most of us, a fine and bright end to the day with some late sunshine before dusk, particularly across central and southern counties. Maybe even dazzling sunshine for the drive home from work. Overnight, it stays quiet, calm and dry, where skies remain clear for long enough. Some mist, some murk, some fog redeveloping, maybe a touch of ground frost tomorrow. But on the whole, a fine end to the working week. Once more, some lovely spells of sunshine, particularly through England and Wales, but a little more cloud compared to recent days. Again, thicker, low cloud across northern Scotland, and here too a few outbreaks of patchy rain or drizzle, but not amounting to too much for the rest of us. While a chance of some thicker cloud around these eastern coastal counties could give a few spots of drizzle, otherwise fine and dry. And in decent sunshine, we will see temperatures creep up again. We could see maybe 16 or 17 degrees through the southeast. Elsewhere, temperatures a few degrees lower. Into the weekend, well, that's when things significantly change. Temperatures falling quite a few degrees, back down to single figures on Saturday across the north and into central spots. The best of the sunshine through central southern counties. A little more cloud for all of us. On Sunday, more sunshine, but feeling much chillier for most of us. Thanks, Christine. Well, yes, it stays freezing cold again today. Record-breaking low temperatures in Scotland again last night. We're seeing a widespread frost, icy stretches in the north and some sleet and snow this time for the south. Some significant snow in the next few hours. The full forecast in the next 25 minutes. Meanwhile, here's the sport with Dan. It is, Adrian. Don't rule it out just yet. Much of England and Wales affected by snow this morning, causing some disruptions for the journey into work over the next few hours. Also, widespread frost, ice and temperatures below freezing. The full forecast now. Thanks, Adrian. Yes, it stays freezing cold throughout the day. Temperatures fell below a freezing point in all locations last night. Record-breaking low temperatures across Scotland, -14 in some locations. And the snow once again, the big story, particularly through England and Wales today. The full forecast in the next 25 minutes. And here's Dan with the sport. Hello again, good morning to you. Well, some very hazardous conditions out there this morning. Not only are we going to see problems with snow over the next few hours, but widespread frost and ice on the roads. Icy conditions through the...
Hello to you again. A very good afternoon. Well, for most of us, we're prone to that thick low cloud once more today. As you can see on the earlier satellite picture, a good deal of grey sky across the bulk of central and eastern Britain, extending into parts of the southwest this time, but slowly and surely this cloud getting nibbled away to join the rest of the north and the west in a beautifully bright setup as we head through the afternoon. Gloriously sunny in these zones and temperatures doing quite well, bouncing up to 16, possibly 17 degrees as we go through the next few hours. Where we keep the cloud cover through the likes of Lincolnshire, the East Midlands, down to the south east and East Anglia, feeling just that bit cooler, especially from the breeze. coming off the near North Sea, and here temperatures pegged back a few degrees. Not too much change as the day draws to a close. Some late and low sunshine before dusk will mean a lovely evening, with the nights just a little shorter this time of year, and tonight temperatures set to fall, just a touch of ground frost in rural spots come dawn. See you soon.
Thanks, Steve. Well, it stays very, very cold for us today. A widespread frost out there this morning, as well as icy stretches and dense patches of fog. Some awful conditions, but all the details in the full forecast in the next half hour. I'm here. Hi. Yes, it's really wintry out there this morning. Freezing cold and frosty, icy and foggy. The full forecast for you now.
Just look at that.
Oh, isn't it pretty? Sunrise at Hivinghoe Beacon, down in Buckinghamshire, in the Chiltern Hills. A little misty and murky. The mist could be slow to clear in some spots this morning. In fact, there's dense patches of fog on the roads for the journey into work and to school. I've got the full forecast for you now. It's a thicker cloud, the problem, and here's some patchy rain and drizzle. Oh, nearly fell off there, my box. And as the day goes on,
the weather graphics look very foggy. Tomorrow, when it's raining, we'll have water pouring down it.
Hello to you again. A very good afternoon. Well, a split setup with our weather situation today. We've got some stunning sunshine across the north and the west. A little more in the way of cloud cover spilling its way in to these central and eastern zones. Showery outbreaks of rain through parts of Greater London, parts of East Anglia, Kent, into fringes of Hampshire. And here, with the biting breeze from the near North Sea, temperatures will tend to struggle. Quite a chilly feel to the day. Temperatures very much below what you'd expect for the time of year. For the rest of us, well, it's mostly dry. The best of the blue sky further north, and west is best as far as the temperatures are concerned. Highs of 17 or 18 degrees in the sheltered, sunnier spots. The warm spot likely to be western Scotland. Here we could see maybe 20, 21 before the end of the day. Through this evening and tonight, a little more in the way of cloud working its way in from the west, capping the temperatures. Nowhere near as cold as those nights we had last week. The frost kept at bay. Just a few showers knocking around into the small hours here and there. See you soon. Have a good day.
Thanks, David. Good morning. Well, after such a very warm, hot day across the southeast yesterday, it was very muggy, highs of 30 degrees across the London area. It's all changed just as the fifth and final test gets underway down here at the Oval. Some watery sunshine out here this morning, but the clouds are now starting to thicken a little. It's a little bit greyer now, and there's a bit more of a breeze picking up, so it's starting to feel a tad fresher. And as those clouds bubble up, a risk of a few showers cropping up too. So the greatest shower risk probably between around 1 o'clock, around about midday to 1 o'clock, I think. But any interruptions from those showers will be made up in the afternoon, because after those showers move away, it's going to be a fine afternoon with the clouds breaking, some lovely sunshine, a bit breezy, a bit fresher, but in the sunshine not feeling too bad at all. Maybe highs of 24 or 25 degrees. As for tomorrow, well, it's going to start fine and bright, and then the clouds will bubble up once more. So thicker cloud into the early afternoon with some really hefty showers this time. Some of the showers could be intense enough to give a few rumbles of thunder, and some of the showers will be prolonged. But then once more, these showers will move away, and it'll be a better end to the day. So more play as the day wears on. Some sunshine before the end of the evening, and highs of maybe 22 degrees or so. As for the weekend, well, things are looking really very good. Very promising on Saturday and Sunday. Fine and bright, plenty of blue sky, lots of stunning sunshine. With that summertime sunshine, temperatures bouncing up to maybe 25 or 26 degrees on Sunday. And with the very dry air, good days for batting this weekend. As for Monday, well, once more, we could see some cloud first thing after overnight rain clears away. And once that cloud breaks up, it should get a little better. An outside chance of a few showers initially on Monday, but then a better end to the afternoon. So a getting better picture. The best couple of days are bound to be the weekend, dry and bright on Saturday and Sunday, and that's when it will feel warmest as well. That's it from me. Back to David. Thanks, Eamon. Well, it's looking lovely and sunny. Set dry for the next few days, at least for most of us, and warming up, temperatures up to 26 or 27 degrees. Overnight it stays calm, quiet, generally dry and very mild for most. For the north and the west it stays a little dull and damp with the cloud and the showery wet weather. Away from this, plenty of hot sunshine once more tomorrow, particularly in the south.
Didn't pick up what get him to the Greek means. Did we get that? No?
Maybe we'll have to watch it and find out.
Yeah, or tweet us and let us know this morning at Eamon Holmes at Sky Charlotte, at Lucy Weather, or news@sky.com. You can email us. You were at Wimbledon yesterday.
I was. I had a lovely day. It's really hot in the sunshine as well. Much stronger sun than I anticipated. The guy I was with got a bit burnt on the nose because all the outdoor seating, obviously, it was packed. Really good atmosphere. I saw Jackie, I saw Rob Curling. It was a lovely day. I definitely recommend it if you can get down there. I don't think there's any... well, it's not looking like they're going to use the roof at Wimbledon. There's no signs of any significant
waste
rain.
of money that was then, eh?
Well, they didn't use it last year either, did they? Well, they used it once, I think, and that's just because there was a light shower.
Let's take a break there, Lucy. Thanks for that. It's emergency budgets. He prefers to have a Scottish, doesn't he? He doesn't like being called British. There's lots of things he doesn't like, but... But there we go. But I wish him all the best. Hope he does very, very well. Let's face it, we've got nobody else. And the weather. You were there yesterday. Did you watch any tennis, or was it purely social?
I don't know if I actually saw that much tennis. Can I say that? Yeah, it was a glorious day down there, down in SW19. Hot sunshine, strong sunshine. Be aware, take your sun cream because it's going to stay dry and sunny over the next few days.
Well, we don't know. The likes of us aren't invited, and thank you. You didn't even think of us. No, you didn't even ask us.
I'm sure Jackie's got a few spare tickets.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
That'll be us cut out of the loop then.
Next time.
Okay.
Are you free this week?
Thanks for asking.
Well, the way the weather's looking, it's looking dry and sunny. I think you've got the gist by now. Very warm over the next few days. Feeling hot, 26 or 27 degrees.
So you might have made to watch the football tomorrow.
Well, all the hard work will be done by then, won't it?
I think they'll relax.
Yeah, they might have a day off, have their feet up. Yeah. Very good. Good day to have your feet up today.
Good day if you take your socks and shoes off and wiggle your toes in the sun. Yeah, maybe they'll get a bit of colour. Yes, it's looking dry and sunny over the next few days. Beautifully bright, feeling increasingly warm. Temperatures bouncing up a few degrees.
A very good morning to you. Hello again. Well, the weather certainly looking extremely dramatic across the other side of the Atlantic, through the Caribbean and the southeastern spots of the states in the next few days. For us, the weather a little more sedate. In fact, the best of the weather this week reserved for today, the best of the drier, brighter conditions for the majority, if a little on the breezy side, but at least with that breeze, any scattered showers will move through at quite a pace and they shouldn't last too long. A lot of cloud cover to start the new day. Most of the showers concentrated across the north and the west, but nothing like that deluge of rain we had at this point yesterday. And for many of us, some lovely spells of early September sunshine as we head into the afternoon. Not quite full-blown blue skies, and after a bit of a cooler start out there, temperatures around about 20, 21 degrees through the afternoon. Could be better, but it could be so much worse. See you later.
Well, we're going to see some rain in the north, some warm sunshine in the south. I've got all the details in 10 minutes. And I've got all the weather. There's going to be rain in the north, some warm sunshine in the south. All the details in the next half hour or so.
Yes, high heels, of course she has. And why not?
Hello again, good morning. Thanks, Adrian. Don't tempt fate. This surface isn't slippery, but who knows? Behind me, the latest shots of Liverpool Bay, the River Mersey, dry as you can see. The River Mersey just showing no signs of any roughness, so very calm out there. And that boat there is the Mersey Ferry. So it stays dry this morning, some hazy sunshine in the northwest, but bear in mind clouds will be gathering later, bringing rain. How about the rest of us? Well, I've got the forecast now.
Morning, John. All I can do is let out a big sigh because there's more wet weather again today. The steadiest, heaviest rain across central, eastern Scotland and northeastern England, posing a flood risk. Elsewhere, a few sunny breaks, but also scattered, lively showers with thunder and hail mixed in for good measure. Morning to you. Big sigh again because there's more wet weather forecast over the next few days. Substantial rain for central and eastern Scotland today. Let's see what's going on. Well, we'll see exceptionally wet weather across central, eastern Scotland. Morning to you. Well, there's going to be another batch of wet weather today, where it stays dry, some spells of sunshine, but they'll be few and far between. Oh, I wish I had better news. I'm just as fed up as everyone. Right, there's going to be some sunshine today. It's just going to be short-lived and a little limited. How's that? The sunshine generally a little limited this week, it has to be said. Blame me, but I have breaking news for you. We're seeing patches of blue sky out here, and I just felt the sunshine on the back of my neck. Lovely. Let's see what's going on. Well, we haven't seen the sunshine for a while, but it does.
Weather.
Thanks, Kate. Another day of showers and longer pulses of rain, but also some glimmers of sunshine.
National weather.
A very good evening to you. Well, something of an unusual setup for us in the coming 24 hours. It's going to be unseasonably warm given the time of year and remarkably windy. Some stormy conditions incoming, and it's Ireland that'll bear the brunt of the strongest winds into the new week. We'll draw in some very warm air from Spain and Portugal as we go into tomorrow as well. And through Northern Ireland, the western fringes of Britain, big battering waves and damaging gusts of wind likely. In the meantime, nowhere near as windy tonight, notably mild. Look at that. 17, 18 degrees across the south overnight. It could well be a little uncomfortable for sleeping. Something you don't hear very often this time of year. And into tomorrow, the wind's likely to ramp up through the latter stages of the morning and the early afternoon. Big battering waves to coincide with high tides around Irish Sea coastal counties. A deluge for Northern Ireland. An amber warning here for damaging gusts of wind in excess of 70 or 80 miles an hour. Elsewhere, very windy but warm. Highs of 24. A very good afternoon to you. Well, after our coldest night of the season so far, temperatures slipped as low as -6 through Scotland last night, -4, -5 through parts of England and Wales. It was a freezing, frosty start, but beautifully bright, clear and crisp across the bulk of Britain as we slide our way into a new week. Early mist and fog now long gone from parts of the southeast and East Anglia. Thickening cloud in contrast across parts of the north and the west as the rain tickles fringes of Scotland. The rain taking its own sweet time to move in as the afternoon continues. A bit of a breeze picking up around those northern and western fringes. Just a little patchy rain and drizzle here and there through parts of Wales. For the rest of us, a dry day, but the sunshine turning hazy as that cloud moves through the Midlands and central spots, and those temperatures set to struggle all day. Despite the sunshine, not much above 8 or 9 degrees for some of us. And where we keep the clear skies this evening, temperatures fall as low as 4 or 5 degrees through East Anglia. For the rest of us, nowhere near as cold with the cloud, the breeze and the rain.
Before they get better. So we're seeing the worst of the weather today, the most severe conditions today, feeling more like winter rather than spring. Obviously, we've got April around the corner tomorrow. Strong gusty winds, very strong winds out there, gales for a time. Biting, chilly winds, so a significant wind chill enhancing the coldness, and then significant snow falling across Scotland, Ireland, the higher ground of northern England and Wales today.
Where's this coming from? Is this coming from the west or the east?
It's sort of cold air that's plunging down from the north and getting sort of swept in within our weather system. So if the air hadn't been so cold today, we would have seen rain everywhere. But the north easterly wind is pulling in much colder air from Scandinavia and northern areas of the north significantly, and with those strong winds there'll be blizzards and drifting snow, maybe another 8 inches of snow falling today, so some very severe conditions. Probably some disruption to transport, more than likely, especially by road and by rail, and probably damage to infrastructure and some power cuts. Already we've seen those effects across Ireland overnight.
Of course. Thanks, Lucy. Thank you very much indeed. But you reckon clearing up by the weekend?
Yes, things getting better after today.
OK. Just a bit more.
Pointing bank holiday Monday, little improvement as we step into a new working week, with the winds becoming the biggest feature over the next few days.
Tonight, we'll see some strong Arabica coffee brewing over the Middle East.
Hello again, good morning. Well, yes, it's going to turn increasingly blustery once more as the day wears on, particularly for the north and the west. This morning, cloud streaming its way in from the Atlantic, the rain already showing its hand through much of Northern Ireland and the northwest of England and parts of Scotland. And through the course of the morning, that rain making some headway across much of the northern half of Scotland, much of northern England and much of Northern Ireland there. By the middle of the day too, we're going to see those strengthening southwesterly winds become fresh and gusty in exposure, and with the wet weather too, not feeling too pleasant at all, feeling very chilly in fact for the time of year in these zones. As for the south, a drier day, temperatures up a degree or two on yesterday, and we will see some brighter skies developing through central inland spots as the afternoon wears on. After such a dodgy start, some welcome sunny breaks, but on the whole, a lot of cloud and feeling quite cool. Overnight, a brief drier respite, but then by dawn, another batch of windy wet weather will be making some headway into the north and the west. Thanks, Steve. Freezing cold and frosty out there first thing. Temperatures into minus figures the first time this season. At least it's fine, it's bright, it's clear and crisp. I've got the full forecast in the next half hour.
Well, what have you done?
I don't know, it's all gone wrong, Dan. Thanks, Dan. So cold, but at least it's clear and crisp. I know Christine said yesterday it's her favourite type of weather. Temperatures plunge to -1 overnight, so freezing and frosty first thing. Let's see if it's going to last. Well, the first nearly widespread frost of the season so far. The coldest night this autumn. Temperatures plunged to -1 in many locations last night. We're still seeing those figures first thing this morning. This is an idea of what it's like first thing. So freezing, frosty, but at least it's clear and crisp for many of us. There will be some lovely sparkly sunshine over the next few hours. There will be these showers draped around the coast of northern western Scotland, parts of northwestern England, Wales into the West Country. Otherwise dry with just isolated patches of mist and fog here and there. Through the course of the morning, thicker cloud through the north and the west. Particularly through western Scotland, the majority of Northern Ireland, and here some patchy rain making some headway in, but at least it's not as windy as it has been. The lighter winds for many of us today. And then out to the east, further south to beautifully bright. Some stunning sunshine, a little like yesterday. Just a few rogue showers into the north and the west, but these will be few and far between. On the whole, it does stay cold throughout the morning. Temperatures will struggle through much of the day. Through the north, through the majority of Scotland, thickening cloud. Rain mostly patchy at first as it takes over much of the country. Steadier rain into the northwest later. The patchy rain also making some headway into Northern Ireland. Staying chilly here all day. And then through northern England, northwest of England, down to Wales and the West Country, thickening cloud, patchy rain, showery outbreaks of rain on and off through the afternoon. For the Midlands eastwards, better and brighter. Once more, another beautifully bright day, highs of around 13 or 14 degrees, so staying nippy. Through the latter stages of the day, thicker cloud, patchy rain, and overnight, I think, with the more cloud cover, for many of us, temperatures holding up quite well. Dry but cloudy in the south, increasingly blustery and wet across the north and the west. So the cloud will prevent a frost forming, as will the winds. And then tomorrow morning, not quite as chilly as it has been this morning. Thickening cloud, though, across the north and the west. Some steadier rain into parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Down to the south and the east, better, brighter conditions before the cloud rolls its way in. And temperatures just a degree or two higher than today, maybe 14 or 15 degrees. Into the weekend, well, actually nowhere near as cold. It's going to become a little milder. Temperatures up to maybe 19 degrees with some sunshine.
7 o'clock, good morning.
Hi there, welcome along.
I used to be, a long time ago, when things changed. The weather's changing too. Freezing and frosty, so cold out there, but only for a short while because things change again over the weekend. Stay tuned, I've got all the latest. Well, the cold snap goes on for the time being. Freezing and frosty out there this morning. Temperatures as low as -2 and -3 with some mist and fog patches across the south. Cloud and some showery outbreaks draped across western coastal fringes of Scotland, western England, parts of Wales. And here, temperatures up a few degrees. So here, the frost kept at bay. Thicker cloud through the northwest generally with some patchy rain as the morning goes on. The breeze picking up. Otherwise, it will be drier. The best of the brightness through central and eastern spots. But here, even so, it will stay chilly. Thicker cloud through the north and some patchy rain moving in. Steady rain for northern and western Scotland. For much of England and Wales, here it will be drier, but thicker cloud will produce some showery outbreaks of rain for the north and the west. The Midlands eastwards, better, brighter conditions, but staying nippy all day. Just 13 or 14 degrees at best. Later there will be thicker cloud for all of us, patchy rain heading in to many locations, and then overnight blustery and wet across the northwest, drier but cloudy in the south, the cloud keeping the frost at bay, so a little milder tomorrow morning, but generally the sunshine is shorter supply. A very good afternoon to you. We've got a huge contrast in temperatures today, much colder across Scotland, Northern England and Northern Ireland, much milder further south, and some wet, wintry weather to come as we approach the weekend. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture, a good deal of cloud cover with some persistent rain, sleet and hill snow continuing to fall across the bulk of mainland Scotland. A very wintry image here with the colder air extending into northern England where there's a good deal of misty low cloud where we've got the lying snow. Elsewhere, much milder, highs of 13 or 14 degrees this afternoon. A bit of a breeze and a good deal of grey sky once more ahead of another batch of rain rolling its way from west to east through the course of this evening and tonight. A repeat performance to last night for some of us. Further fresh falls of sleet and hill snow across much of mainland Scotland with the colder air here, again into northern England with frost and ice possible, much milder further south, if a little blustery and wet. See you soon. A very good evening to you. A big contrast in those temperatures for the time being. Colder air remains across Scotland and the far north of England. A little different for the rest of us. A touch milder, particularly further south. And in the next 24 to 48 hours, wet and in some locations increasingly wintry. The rain making some headway from west to east in the next few hours, and then a drier respite. The colder air across parts of the north sinking its way southwards, and as temperatures fall, turning windy and wet. For some of us, wintry into Saturday. A little sleet and snow likely across parts of southern Britain. Further north staying dry, and with the colder air here, any lying snow across Scotland and the far north of England not going anywhere in a hurry. It's going to take a while before that melts away. As for the next few hours, misty low cloud and a good deal of wet weather moving through, a little like yesterday evening. Repeat performance for some of us. Staying cold and wintry across Scotland. Further fresh falls of sleet and hill snow, particularly across the Highlands here. Several centimetres likely before the end of the night. And with the lower temperatures here, some of this rain could well turn a little sleety from time to time. Further south, much milder, brisk winds picking up, and yet more wet weather to come. Blustery with bursts of rain into the new day, sweeping from west to east to give a soggy start. Across central zones a little better and brighter, but staying cold and wintry across Scotland and the far northeast of England. Further hill snow across the Highlands, rain and occasional sleety wet snow for the rest of the northeast with those low temperatures. Much milder further south and a big improvement with occasional brighter skies. Good evening to you. We've got a big contrast in our temperatures for the time being. Colder air across Scotland and the far north of England. Elsewhere, a different feel, much milder across the south. Those temperatures doing a little better than the last few weeks, and into the weekend increasingly wet and for some of us wintry. With the colder air across Scotland and northern England, low temperatures tonight, sleet and snow falling quite readily for parts of Scotland throughout the night, particularly across the Highlands. Elsewhere, outbreaks of rain, misty low cloud, much milder further south, brisk winds picking up and bursts of rain moving in from the west. This blustery wet weather sliding its way from west to east tomorrow morning, giving a soggy start. Elsewhere, a little more cheerful and things improve. It will be a little better and brighter through the afternoon. Further north, misty low cloud, staying very chilly. Further snow through the Highlands of Scotland. Patchy rain and drizzle for the rest of the northeast with the grey, gloomy skies, staying very chilly. Much milder to the south, a bit of a breeze, but so much drier and brighter. A very good afternoon to you. Well, as cloudier skies give way in the next 24 hours, it's looking to be clearer and cooler as we approach the end of the week. In the meantime, flipped fortunes on yesterday, the best of the brighter sky this time through Scotland and Northern Ireland. Here, some stunning sunshine, if a little chilly in that northerly breeze. For the rest of us, a good deal of cloud cover, an area of rain extending from Lancashire, Liverpool Bay and North Wales into parts of Yorkshire, sliding its way southwards in the next few hours, easing as it goes. For the rest of us, dull but dry, a good deal of grey sky, but temperatures doing a little better across those southern counties. For the rest of us, a cooler feel as the day wears on. And through the night, much of that cloud slides its way southwards. So with the clear, starry skies, temperatures tend to dip a few degrees. Like last night, a little chilly out in the sticks come the small hours. But the compensation for a cold start tomorrow morning will be some stunning sunshine. A really beautiful end to the week, if much cooler than it has been. Well, temperatures are up and down over the next few days. Milder air by the weekend, but a little chillier for a time today. And overnight, too, temperatures will be falling. We've got a batch of rain for the north and the west first thing. Miserable conditions to start the new day. Strong gusty winds for all but the southeast initially. Gusts topping around 30 to 35 miles an hour around the coast and the hills. And behind this, clearer but colder air working its way in as the morning goes on. We'll see the rain eventually reach many parts of England and Wales. A drenching here with the blustery winds. The winds will tend to pick up for a time, and then the rain will work its way into the near continent through the latter stages of the afternoon. So it will dry up through many central and eastern zones, better than recent days through much of the southeast with the brighter skies. But for the north and the west, it stays windy and wet. Frequent blustery showers and cold enough for some sleet and snow across the higher ground. Temperatures falling throughout the day. We could see it become very chilly overnight with some frost and some ice returning. A very good afternoon to you. Well, cloudy skies for many of us this afternoon after a beautiful bright start across the southeast and southern counties. The grey sky just a little more widespread in the next few hours, but we have got some breaks to the likes of the West Country, Wales and the West Midlands. On the other hand, solid substantial rain through much of central southern Scotland, northern England and fringes of Northern Ireland. And a few hours of steady heavy rain to come here. Connected to this, some showers into mainland Scotland through the Pennines, into parts of the Midlands, East Anglia and down to the West Country. Elsewhere, some lovely spells of sunshine here and there. We could see highs of 24, 25 degrees in that July sunshine this afternoon. And if anything, the cloud melts away this evening to leave late and low sunshine before dusk for the lucky ones. Tonight, well, that rain eventually eases into just dribs and drabs across northern counties. For the rest of us, well, a dry, quiet night. Temperatures not slipping much below 19 or 20 degrees. A close, warm, stuffy night across the south seas. It's set to stay chilly out there today, particularly with the cloud cover. Sunshine returns tomorrow, better and brighter by then. And as the week wears on, some cold, quiet, foggy nights. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture. A lot of cloud cover out there, as I mentioned. The best, the brightest skies, anywhere from the Midlands across to Wales. Otherwise, disappointingly grey and quite dull and quite damp. We've got showery pulses of rain feeding from east to west as the afternoon wears on. And temperatures very much on the stingy side, just 11 or 12 degrees at best. The cold feel enhanced by brisk winds, cloud and rain as the afternoon wears on, and it shows little let up as we head into this evening, staying a little soggy here and there and then drying up as we head through the night. With the clear conditions, temperatures likely to slide, a little chilly in the most prone spots come dawn, but clear, crisp conditions and some sparkly sunshine to start the new day. A very good evening to you. A chilly theme as the week wears on. Some cold and foggy nights. By day, the sunshine's set to return, but with a fair few blustery showers. The drier conditions a little way off just yet, and much of the action from the east as we head through the next few days. Brisk winds will feed in further blustery showers in from those eastern coastal counties through into central spots. A little drier further north and further west, and as temperatures fall in the next few nights, as the wind drops, a chance of some mist and some fog. As for the next few hours, we've got further showers and longer downpours feeding in from the near North Sea, particularly across parts of south eastern Scotland, across to the central belt as we go into the small hours here. A few showery outbreaks across the southeast too. Elsewhere clearer and a little chillier, particularly in prone spots of central Scotland, parts of England and Wales. Here some lower temperatures first thing, but beautifully bright, clear and crisp. Blue skies and sparkly sunshine tomorrow morning, much better than the last few mornings. But as that brisk breeze gets to work, a few blowy, blustery showers rolling their way from east to west, and these quite frequent as we head through the afternoon. Some blown inside out brollies, and some of these on the heavier side, but should move quite swiftly in those winds. In between, we've got some lovely blue sky and spells of sunshine doing little to help the temperatures, mind you. Quite a chilly theme, particularly in the breeze around those eastern coasts. And another chilly theme into Thursday. A few showers here and there, but sunny skies for many of us. See you soon. Staying chilly as the week wears on. The sunshine set to return by day, together with some blustery showers, and by night turning a little colder with some mist and some fog. As we head through the second half of the night and the first stages of tomorrow morning, the remnants of overnight rain through central southern Scotland and Northern Ireland. A few showers on and off through the southeast. Elsewhere clearer and a little chillier. A crisp, a brilliant bright start tomorrow morning. Plenty of sparkly sunshine. A big improvement on the last few mornings, but as the breeze gets to work from the near North Sea, we'll see some blustery showers blown in from east to west. These quite frequent through the afternoon, and some of them on the heavy side. They will move quite swiftly through many locations, so a decent amount of sunshine, but staying quite chilly out there, particularly in that brisk breeze around eastern coast. Almost a cold feel as the day wears on. And another chilly theme into Thursday. The showers a little fewer and further between, but slower moving, with the breeze tending to ease, and a little more in the way of autumn sunshine. A very good afternoon to you. Sunny skies as the week draws to a close. A similar scene into the weekend. Plenty of autumn sunshine into Saturday and Sunday. A bit of a cool breeze across central and southern locations, and all of us prone to some chilly nights. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture. A fine, dry end to the week. Just a little more cloud cover through the far north of Scotland. A touch more cloud across Anglesey into northern England. Otherwise, well, unbroken blue skies and gorgeous sunshine out there. Highs of 19 degrees or so across western Scotland into northwestern England. A touch higher further south, out of the breeze here. Highs of 22 or 23 degrees. Those numbers near average given the time of year after a remarkably warm start to the week. And always a touch cooler around the eastern coast with the breeze, and staying quite breezy across those southern zones as the afternoon wears on. A calm, quiet night. Temperatures slide across the north. A touch milder further south. And a fine day into tomorrow. See you soon. A very good evening to you. Near perfect autumn weather into the weekend. We've got plenty of sunshine through Saturday and Sunday. A bit of a cool breeze here and there and some chilly nights. Temperatures set to slide for many of us. We've got a little more action across southern counties through tomorrow and the first stages of Sunday. A few showery outbreaks, not amounting to too much as we head through Sunday afternoon. Fine and dry for the majority, mind you. A bit more of a breeze across eastern and southern counties, taking the edge from the temperatures. Quite chilly in that breeze, and those temperatures nearer to what you'd expect given the time of year after such a warm start to the week, but feeling quite pleasant where we've got prolonged sheltered sunshine. As for the next few hours, a fine end to the day, and under the clear starry skies tonight, temperatures slip a fair few degrees across Scotland and the far north of England. Here quite nippy into the small hours, a touch of mist and murk. Further south, a little more cloud, keeping temperatures up a few degrees. And the best of the brighter skies for the Midlands northwards tomorrow. Cheerful sunshine from the word go once any early mist clears away. A little more action across those southern counties, a little more in the way of cloud. Blustery showers rolling through the west country. Some could be prolonged and hefty, but should move through at quite a pace in those brisk winds. And it stays quite breezy in those central, southern and eastern zones, particularly around those east coasts. In sheltered sunnier spots, feeling so much better. Further north, a calmer day. And it's looking promising into Sunday as well. Plenty of unbroken blue sky, stunning sunshine. The breeze will tend to ease and highs of around about 23 degrees or so. Enjoy. See you soon. A very good evening to you. Promising conditions into the weekend. Sunny skies across many locations into Saturday and Sunday. Just a bit of a cool breeze here and there, and temperatures sliding away after dark, giving us some chilly nights. Temperatures as low as just 6 or 7 degrees through parts of Scotland as the night wears on. A touch of mist and shallow fog here with a light breeze. Elsewhere, the best of the milder air confined to the far south with a little more cloud cover, and here a bit more of a grey start tomorrow morning. Elsewhere, cheerful sunshine from the word go once mist lifts from Scotland. Here another lovely day, and for many of us it's looking stunning through the course of Saturday. Just a little more cloud cover across the south, showers, blustery downpours rolling through the west country, moving through at quite a pace in that brisk breeze. Elsewhere, out of the breeze, highs of 24 or 25 degrees. Not bad given the time of year. Another beautiful day into Sunday, plenty of blue sky and highs of 23. A very good afternoon to you. After disappointing temperatures so far this month, warming up quite nicely as the week draws to a close. More and more strong July sunshine as we head into the weekend ahead of a mild muggy night. This is the earlier satellite and radar picture. Lovely sunshine for the vast majority, but this area of cloud and patchy rain extending through parts of Northern Ireland, southwestern Scotland, Cumbria and Lancashire. Always a touch drier to the east of the higher ground, but with the breeze, the cloud cover and that patchy rain not too pleasant as the afternoon wears on. Either side of this, more in the way of July sunshine, lifting temperatures to 27 or 28 degrees across the southeast. Feeling hot here. Those temperatures are a little more fitting to the time of year compared to those we've seen of late. And for many of us, late and low sunshine before dusk this evening, away from this area of patchy rain and cloud across northern counties. Tonight, notably mild, a little muggy and stuffy for sleeping in some locations. A very good evening to you. Warming up quite nicely as we approach the weekend. Temperatures a little more fitting to those you'd expect for the middle of July. By no means wall-to-wall sunshine, mind you. Rain moving through in the next 48 hours ahead of a mild, muggy night for some of us. Temperatures not sliding much below 16 or 17 degrees into the small hours. A little stuffy and muggy, especially across urban areas. A little more comfortable for sleeping further north, and in between we've got misty low cloud and a fair amount of rain into a new day. A soggy start to Saturday, particularly around the western areas of the Pennines into northwest Wales. Always a little drier to the east of the high ground. Either side of this, some lovely July sunshine, and temperatures lifted quite quickly across central and southern spots. Again, hotting up here, highs of 26 or 27 degrees through the course of the afternoon, if a little muggy. A much fresher feel further north. Here's some cheerful sunshine. Temperatures a touch lower, just a few rogue showers, and the rain easing as it drifts its way southwards a little later. A very good evening to you. A fine end to the day for many of us, and then rain moving through tonight ahead of sunny spells and scattered showers this Sunday, and then hotting up next week as temperatures soar, something of a heat wave by then. In the meantime, a few scattered showers to end the day, but fine and bright. Late and low sunshine. Today marks the summer solstice, the longest day of the year. Plenty of daylight before dusk, and then rain makes some headway from the west through the second half of the night. Blustery and wet into the first stages of Sunday. Solid substantial rain for several hours, but despite the blustery wet conditions, it stays relatively mild, not much below 15 or 16 degrees into the new day. A slow, soggy start this Sunday across northern and eastern counties. The rain gradually pulls away into the near North Sea and then cheering up with some lovely sunshine, but scattered showers moving through thick and fast. Some of these prolonged, heavy and potentially thundery. Cool and fresh feeling in the brisk winds, but a warmer feel across the south. Highs of 25. See you soon. A very good evening to you. After a fine end to the day, rain moving through in the next few hours, quite blustery for a time, and then sunshine and scattered showers into tomorrow before it hots up into next week. Temperatures set to soar and something of a heat wave by then. In the meantime, this is the position of the rain come the small hours, a soaking across northern, central and eastern counties into the first stages of Sunday. Solid substantial rain for several hours and brisk winds, but staying relatively mild, and it will be a slow soggy start across northern and eastern counties with that early rain, and then cheering up quite nicely by mid-morning. Some gorgeous sunshine around before blustery downpours get going, these moving through thick and fast on those keen winds. Prolonged downpours and some intense enough to give rumbles of thunder through parts of the northwest, Scotland and Northern Ireland. Quite a chilly and cool feel here. Elsewhere, warming up in the afternoon sunshine. Highs of 24 or 25 degrees, the sign of things to come. Enjoy, see you soon. Hello to you, a very good afternoon. Well, mostly dry, if disappointingly grey out there for many of us today. This is the earlier satellite picture. Much of the cloud concentrated through the bulk of England and Wales. As for the opposite ends of the country, here too a good deal of cloud, with that speckled cloud across the North Atlantic representing some hefty downpours through Scotland as the afternoon wears on. Sandwiched in between, well, some stunning sunshine across much of southern Scotland, northern England and North Wales. Here feeling a little better, highs of 13 or 14 through the afternoon. For the rest of us, a cooler, fresher day ahead with the cloud and the breeze. And after a soggy start to the day, just a few showery outbreaks moving through the southeast where the clouds thick enough. And those blustery showers and longer downpours continue through fringes of Northern Ireland and the bulk of Scotland. Here, strong to gale force winds around the coastlines. For the rest of us, a touch calmer. And tonight, as temperatures slide, turning increasingly chilly in sheltered spots. I'll see you again soon. Have a good day.
Sunny for many of us today, the driest day of the week, because from tomorrow onwards it turns stormy for all of us. All the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Morning to you, Laura. No, it was actually quite nice in the end yesterday, wasn't it? But I'm reading, the bad news is it seems storms are on the way.
You weren't surprised by that, Charlotte? That nice weather yesterday?
I mean, obviously I was hanging on your every word, so I knew it was coming, but it's always pleasant to have a bit of sunshine, isn't it?
Yeah, plenty of sunshine, but you were right, storms are brewing. Today, there'll be a lot of this around. Sunshine like there was yesterday, but it'll be in short supply as we head through the rest of the week as the Atlantic wakes up. Low pressures will charge in from the west, and that will bring with it spells of rain. One tomorrow and one we are really watching closely through Saturday and Sunday, moving its way northwards. The isobars closely packed, showing just how windy it is likely to be. But for today, it's a story of a lot of dry weather around, but damp initially with outbreaks of rain for the southeast of England and East Anglia. We saw it in Ranveer earlier with our umbrella. She'll be putting that away within the next couple of hours as that rain clears away. And then sunshine takes hold, and it's that sticks with us for the rest of the day. The cloud lingering through some eastern counties of England, perhaps a few showers down towards the southeast, but by and large, dry, sunny, and temperatures pretty much where they should be for the time of year, but here behind me is the rain. So let's take a look at the 7-day outlook, where there is a big change in what's happening with our weather. Scotland, Northern Ireland, northern areas of England. First of all, let's take a look at our temperature. Well, here we are. They are around about average, but falling as we head through next week in particular. But the rainfall symbols nearly every day, perhaps not a welcome sight, but this is the percentage chance of you seeing rain. It is low today. It is largely dry. 90%, potentially 100% chance of rain as this stormy weather moves in tomorrow. A little bit drier as we head through Friday, but for the weekend into next week, these conveyor belts of rain continue to move in. How about the fortunes elsewhere for the rest of England and Wales, away from the north of England? Well, again, temperatures around about average at the moment, but a big tumble as we head through the week, into the weekend, into next week as well. Rainfall symbols nearly every day. Today is definitely the driest day of the week. Heavy rain arrives tomorrow and more wet weather arrives into the weekend. Good morning to you. Today, there'll be plenty of fine weather and sunshine. Make the most of it, because that is pretty much going to change for all of us as weather fronts that have been queuing up in the Atlantic finally spread their way across our shores. One moves through tomorrow, but that's really the beginning of things getting going, because not just only does it turn wetter and windier, it also turns colder. And then, well, if you are up early to watch that and you live across the north of the UK, especially northern Scotland, look out, because you may well see the Northern Lights. Yes, the Aurora Borealis. Some lucky people across the northern areas of Scotland. The Northern Isles saw them last night. But a lot of cloud could spoil things through the coming days. At the moment, weather fronts are queuing up in the Atlantic. They're set to bring wetter, windier conditions. Good morning to you. There is some cloud around this morning, but for many of us, this will be the name of the game, sunshine. But the last day, we're going to see that for quite a while. The Atlantic has been queuing up with weather systems, and they're set to spread across the country tomorrow. They stay with us not just all week long, but into the weekend and next week as well. First of all, there's low pressure. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. Now, today will be pretty much the last day of sunshine, because the outlook is turning much more unsettled. Atlantic weather fronts queuing up, spreading across our shores today into the weekend, and that means today fine and dry with some low cloud in the east. This damp, drizzly start will slowly clear away, and then sunshine prevails. Mist and fog first thing will slowly lift and break, and today in the sunshine with light winds, top temperatures around about average, but then the outlook is wetter and windier.